Hey, what's up, Brandon? Just getting a drink and something before I sit down and see if anybody wants any of these rolls. I found 4 and 10 rolls, and we'll see. Be right back. Hey, Hammer. Well, I stream once in a blue moon when I find quarter boxes that contain W's. So that's what's going on here. I found a box of the new Kansas Tallgrass, and first 10 rolls I found 4 W's. So I figured I'd go on stream and see if anybody might be interested in some rolls, because usually people like to take their chance at W's. 10-second lag. It's not too bad. Yep. As soon as I started seeing the W's come out, I figured I'd stop and see if anybody would be interested in opening for W's. I don't know much about paper. I was about to tell my bank I'm not going to take any more boxes, and I just opened them right there in front of her, and they were Tallgrass. Like, well, okay. I got home, opened 10 rolls. There were 4 W's. On that pace, that means it's a 20 W box. That means there should still be 16 more in there, give or take on average. You never know. It might get hot, might get cold. I don't know. I started this end down here and worked my way down every time. Stop that. Nope. Like I said, I decided to just go ahead and stream to see if anybody might be interested in some. I don't know if people are over the W's or not, but I mean, I'll just sit here and open them on the stream. But if somebody, I'd prefer somebody to get a chance and maybe get some W's that they don't have, instead of just me opening them and taking the W's for myself. I've noticed also this box, I started seeing dark. These are dark, like the Salt Rivers used to be, that kind of dark. I mean, almost copper toned. So I've never seen Tallgrass like that. So I found a couple out of 10 rolls. If I find them, I'm gonna pull them. Hey, Silver Shark. Yep. Yeah, but if anybody's interested in rolls, let's do the standard $10. And if you buy 5, then I'll guarantee at least one. You know, if they do another W program, it may be the nickels that they do next. That would be my bet. It's the next biggest coin. They've already several years over the last 15, 20 years have put new backs on them, different backs. I mean, the pennies, they did that 1 year before or right around when they changed, but nickels have seen a couple of different backs, like the 2 years ago, 4 or 5, 4 different backs, something like that. So I wouldn't put it past them to put a W on there. That'd be a lot easier to catch because you wouldn't have to find one for each variety of nickel that comes out. Unless they start a nickel program where they have new backs on nickels like they did the quarters. Like statehood nickels instead of statehood quarters. That'd be funny. So what y'all think about the upshift, downshift to silver? I thought that was an interesting 48 hours. I took advantage of it. I took and swapped out 95 ounces for an ounce and a half. So it was like 60. I got 64 to 1 is what I got. And I was happy to do it because I was waiting for it to dip. I just didn't feel like I was going to get lower than 64 to 1. So I went in and jumped on it. Yeah, Krugerrand, first Krugerrand, ounce Krugerrand, first ounce ever for me. Got rid of a lot of constitutional. About half of that was constitutional. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Colorized. All right. Where are we at? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Let's go again, I guess. Yeah. Like I said, I hit it when it was 64 to 1. And now it's back up to 68, 69 to 1. So I've gained 5 ounces theoretically. But I don't plan on downshifting. I'm just gonna build my stack of silver. When it dips again in the gold silver ratio, I'll swap again. And that's how I'm going to build my gold stack, is through silver. That way I get it. Even though you look at the dollar amount, it's probably up or down or higher or lower than what I paid for the other stuff. But the silver to gold ratio, if it goes up again into the 80s, I can start buying again. And then if it drops back down in the 60s again, I'll swap out. Every time I'm basically gaining 20 ounces. I'm gaining 20 to 1 or 15 to 1 is what I'm gaining every time I do that. It's a good way to build your position. I've always been told if you want to buy gold, buy silver. All right, let's see what's in the next roll. I ain't going to just sit here with them sitting here. I'm going to go through them because I only have a few hours. Then I got to get to bed and go back to work and do it all over again. I've got 2 boxes. I probably only go through 1 tonight. Probably the only amount of time I have is for 1. I don't know. What do you think? Nope. Just a funky D. There's a lot of yellow quarters in here. Hey, Real Ruler. How you doing, brother? Going through this Tallgrass box. See if anybody wants any or not. Found 4 so far out of 10 rolls. Well, out of 11 now. It's funny, too, because I didn't have an ender, and the first roll I opened was a reverse ender. It's like, oh, there you are. But not much rush. Like I said, I do this just to relax, chill. Find it fun to go through coin. I don't see any standing out. That funnel's cheating. I'm not going to sit there and stuff these into rolls. I'm using the funnel. Oh, it was a W. I wasn't sure, but it was. It was a dub. Cool. That's 5 in this box. That's the greatest thing since sliced bread when it comes to coin roll hunting. Too bad they don't make a $50 one, but then again, $50 aren't that bad. They're big. They're easier to stuff in one of those paper things if you need to. Oh, just one. All right, Ruler, thanks for stopping by. Thinking maybe? I don't know. We'll see here in a second. Nope. It's just a funky one. One of those funky D's. Yep. Sometimes it's hard to tell. It's just a thick D. I don't see one standing out, so. Hmm. That looks like one. Certainly looks like one. And it was. Averaging 2 a roll now. 2 a row. That's pretty good. It's on track for 20 in this box. That's what I'm hoping it will do. At least that. Maybe it'll get a hot spot and I'll get more than 20. But I hope it keeps this pace. And it was, nope. And guess I will continue on. Those just like funky D's. They don't have that pearly sheen like a W does. Well, I was wrong. Yep, another W. I don't think so. Well, get that one out of here before I start this next roll. All these coins have a coppery tone to them. Just a light coppery tone. I don't see one. Oh, there is one. Wow. Okay. Well, the 2 per row still holding. I didn't see that one. That was number 3. So let me go and mark that. So that one was a no. One there. All right. Well, I'm holding the 2 per row still. I don't know. One in the middle, maybe? I don't know. It's not sticking out with that pearly sheen. None of these are. Tell you what, there's some low quality coins this time. Low quality coins. I don't see any. But then again, with the quality of these coins, it's hard to tell. All I know for sure is there's no ender. I did look for that. It's a janky looking coin. All right, so that one, still 2 in that row. Ain't that weird? How they're falling. But I'm still getting 2 per row. Keep going. So I got a sister box of this one. If I wind up with me, this one all by myself. That looks like it could be. It's definitely got that sheen to it that I'm used to seeing. Maybe 2, but I definitely think I see 1. Oh, lost it. Oh, now I lost it. Oh well. If it's there, I'll find it. If it's here, I will find it. If it's not, then it wasn't meant to be in this roll. I think I'm past where I thought it was, so I guess it wasn't. It's just some yellow coins, man. Yellow coins. It's unreal the color of these coins. Nope, there wasn't. So my eyes be fooling me. Hard to tell with these coins. They're not like the other ones where they had that pearly sheen going on. So let's see. Well, will I find another? I've been doing 2 per row. It's been real consistent, 2 per row. Different spots, but 2 per row. So will I find another one of these 3 rolls? Who knows? Where? I said it's so hard to tell with these. Who knows? We shall see. Hey Mickey, how you doing? I'm averaging real consistently 2 per row. And these are some ugly looking quarters, let me tell you. Hard to tell. They're just popping up out of nowhere. I mean, these quarters are yellow like the salt rivers. I've even found one real dark one. I mean, it's just, I've never seen tallgrass like this. It's supposed to be the last bottom of the barrel coinage, let me tell you. Yeah, with W's gone, I don't know what I'm going to do. But when the ratio hit 64 to 1 yesterday, I went over to a place in Garland and swapped out bullion for an ounce of gold. So I figured it wasn't going to get much lower than that. I wanted to go sub 60. I just didn't feel it happening, and it didn't. 64 was as low as it went. It bounced back up to almost 70. Sitting 68, 69 right now. See, it's just hard to tell. You think maybe, maybe not. It's just hard to tell. Looks like I might break my streak of 2 per. Yep, broke it. Only one in that one. Yeah, I saw that. I'm not, if it's not silver or gold, I don't mess with it, but it looks cool. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Yeah, when I saw that ratio dipping like that, when silver pushed 30 and it just dropped that ratio from like 75 down to 65, I'm like, I got to hit it now because it's not going to get any better. And I was right, because I did that last night around 6 o'clock. And today during school, I was watching it, and it got back up to 70. So I gained a 6-to-1 ratio, six of my back just by trading. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait for silver to find some deals on silver. If I can get silver, sub 28, I may start picking it back up to get ready for the next time it dips and start, hold back. My goal is 65 to 1. So try to hold out, 65, 130 ounces of pure bullion. No, I just don't know on that one. I don't see a real big shine, so. Oh, really? Yeah. So is it an unsearched bag? Is that what you're doing? Well, the place I did my swapping at, he'll do ounce for ounce. He don't care what the ounce is, as long as it's an ounce. Oh, that's cool. So now that I know that, I'm going to start picking up a lot of generic, junk generic. Oh, that's cool. I don't even bother looking anymore. Innovating. Hey, any way to bring it in, man. Do what you got to do to get that dollar in your pocket. Really? Is that where you got yours at? Oh, I think I got one. It stands out, but yeah, see it? I think that's one. Yep. So that one stood out. Like I told myself, if I found one, I'd be happy because I go through search boxes looking for one. So one was fine with me. I'm happy I got more. Oh. So you got the early date? Is that what you're saying? Since they pulled out date and no date? Or is it still mixed date? Update. At this point, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Found 10 so far. Yeah, mostly 30s. Yep, found 10 so far in about a little over half the box. 10 and 30 rolls, 28 rolls. I didn't think there was enough in it to really try to sell any rolls, because if there's 20 in this box and they average 2 a row, it's what they're doing, then it's not really, I mean, somebody's been 5 or 6 left. Besides, these can be used for trades, giveaways, other things. I've given a bunch away, especially the saltgrass. I gave a lot of saltgrass away. Oh, that's cool. Is it worth a bunch? I figured why not stream, but I probably wouldn't sell. I do have a sister box though. But there's so many people streaming these days, I don't really want to step on anybody's toes. I figured I'd just stream right now, get an hour and a half in, just opening this box slowly, enjoying it, and then hang it up. Yeah, there's not one in this one. The box is definitely slowed down to 1 per, and if that's the case, then it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. It'd be 14 if it slowed down to 1 per row. But see, I can't. I hate those funky D's. They almost look like one, but then I don't know about that middle one there. Oh, it is one. Sweet. So it's back to 2 per again. So it just hiccuped on that one. One of those real funky colored ones, but I don't know if it's dark enough to keep. Yep. There's another. Yeah, those are. They fool you all the time. And these have nicks and scratches and color change and soap stains and just all kinds of wrong with these. There's no MS60 coins in here. I actually have to say, because it's just these coins look awful compared to what we're getting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I already put one in. Okay. Okay. All right, there's that row. Moving on to the next one. I think I might have one right there in the middle. I think that's one. It sure does look pretty from this direction. Yep, there it is. Another one. There's another. Not seeing it. Yeah, the very first roll I opened, it was a reverse ender. It's like, oh, couldn't that have been flipped over? You make a lot more money that way. Here's a dark one. There's another one that looks suspicious. I don't think it's two, but I definitely think there's one. Maybe two. I think there's one down at this end. And I'd be wrong. So, no, it fooled me. Nope. It folded me. Don't see it unless it's there at the very end. Or right in there. I don't know. Yep, only one in that row. Slow down. So at this pace, I could still wind up with nope. Let's see. All right, down the last 15. That looks like one. But then again, I've been fooled in the past. I was fooled. I'm a fool. I pity the fool. Looks like the well's running dry, Timmy. Yep, the well's running dry. Went through a whole row. One again. This one's not showing any. Hey, Mickey, any update on the grading? It just popped in my head. Did you get the tracking number? Yeah, I started to add, including the email addresses when I'm printing off the slips, the labels through Pirate Ship, and it saves them too. So it'll automatically send you the tracking now. Yep, this well's run dry, I think. I've been almost 10 rolls without one now. And I think this is going to be the first row with none. What do you think about that wild silver ride we went on this last 48 hours? I'm saving at least most. All right, here's an example. California from Texas is generally 450 and 450-ish, maybe sometimes 470. And I can go to California for 398. So it's at least 10% savings, if not 20. Sometimes I've actually sent stuff that only costed me $287. But I guess that's where it's going. What zone away from it is you are. It probably went to like one state over. Well, I caught the dip of the ratio 64-1 and swapped out for some gold. I might bring it out here in a minute to show it off. Traded out 95 ounces for 1.42 ounces. Put it about, right around that 64-1. I think I might have 64-1 on the first one, and I think I did like 65 or 66-1 on average for the others. That maybe. I just don't trust it. I don't trust it. Don't trust it. I was right not to trust. Well, you look at the dollar versus gold and silver, and I swapped even value for even value. However, I did 64 to 1. Silver's already back up to like 68, 69 to 1. So in 24 hours, I've theoretically gained 5 ounces of silver, if you want to look at it from that perspective. So in those terms, not the dollar terms, but in those terms, I've gained 5 to 1 on my investment. And that's what I was hoping to do. I wanted to get below 60, but I just didn't feel it coming. So I called up a guy close to me and said, all right, let's do this for 64 to 1. He's like, all right, bring it. Because there's such a physical squeeze on silver, he was willing to give me straight up ounce for ounce, 64 to 1, instead of taking a premium like they normally do. Because they'll take a premium on your end and then take a premium on the retail end when they sell it. But silver, physical silver is in such high demand right now that he was willing to just do ounce for ounce. And he said he'd take all I could bring him right now. He can't keep it in stock. Everybody got wiped out. And the online, have you looked at the prices of the online bullion dealers? $42 for an ASE. That is insane. The premiums are close to $10 again, if not more. Yeah, let's see it. I've got to sit down and re-inventory my stock and see where I'm at on silver, because like I said, I got rid of 95 ounces. I think I'm still sitting over 400. The problem I'm having now to get rid of silver is what I have left is premium, like high grade premium stuff, like the 90th anniversary Mickey Mouses, the 30th anniversary kookaburras in the capsules, things like that. So it's worth a lot more than 64 to 1. I could sell it and just buy an ounce and come out ahead. In fact, those 45 ounces, I could probably sell the entire 45 ounces and go buy a gold ounce and have money left over and have 45 to 1 tied up in it. I just don't know anybody willing to buy that has that kind of money or is willing to trade. Because I'll do a trade too, but only with someone I really trust and I've done a lot of business with. Finish this box up and I'll pull out that stuff I got last night and show it off to you. So we went up a few people. People must be lurking, watching me open rolls. Oh, I think I found one. Finally, after 15 rolls, I think that's right there's one. Let's find out if I'm going to get correct or not. Yep, there it is. All right. It only took 2, 4, 9, 12 rolls. Yeah, that's a big issue is people just don't have the cash right now. Only a few people do. And they spend a lot when they do. But they can't do it every week or, every day. And I've never gotten more than 3 or 4 out of somebody at one time. because that's all they can really come up with at once. Now, I've layaway stuff for people, but it still took them, several weeks. Knock. Yeah, and that's my problem too. Is I've got 50 ASEs that are nice ASEs, and I've got another 75, 100 ounces in premium Australian and stuff coin. Australian mint, New Zealand, overseas stuff. I've got like 12 or 15 ounces of premium Maple Leafs, like those 150th anniversary Voyagers that I was getting rid of a few of. I've got like 10 more of those that I am not going to let go for no even swap at 26, 28 an ounce because they're worth 40. All right, 7 to go. Yeah, I'm not going to make that mistake again either because I had to give up. When I did the swap, I gave up a lot of constitutionals. The only reason I did it because he took my 40s as well. And but I gave up some premium stuff to counterbalance. I gave up Maple Leafs, and I had a roll of owls, Athenan owls that you get from Newey Mint that I'd bought pretty cheap. No, that's not one. I bought them when it was on the lull, like 16 an ounce or something like that. And so I was willing to trade those off because I had half price in them practically. But yeah, I had to give premium coin up that I know he's going to flip for 35 to 40 a coin because there's such a squeeze on physical right now. But I'm happy with what I got. I got what I wanted. I thought it brought 100 ounces with me, and my goal was to get 1.5 ounces for them. I only brought 95 because I'd miscounted my constitutional. And so I got an ounce. I got a Krugerrand. And then I got, it's called a 2 Rand from South Africa. It's 1982 Rand. And then I got a 20 franc from 1880s. And that came up to like 0.42 ounces of gold. So really nice looking coinage. I'm not a big fan of current government money that actually circulated. Not foreign government, not gold. That's why I never wanted to go get any old American gold like the St. Gaudens or stuff like that. I just never was a fan. Let's see. So this was a big goose egg. This one here went 4 rolls. Row 3. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because they just got the money, but they're having to pay all their bills. You got to wait till like the 3rd week when everything's paid and they're just, whatever's left over they can spend on their own. I know how that is. On a monthly check, I've been there before. Yep, I don't see it. It's awful dark. I'm pulling out the real dark ones. Something else I've noticed that these first ones I've seen of the tall grass that were dark like this. All right, last row. Last row. See, I was thinking yes, but it looks like there's two bad ones together, and that's why it's looking like that. Yeah, I just don't think it is. I'll get there. I shall see. Yeah, it's just so weird. Maybe on the end. Yep. Maybe on the end. Oh, there's two of them. Sweet. First double roll. All the way to the end for a double roll. No, I don't. I literally bought my graded eagle off of eBay, just pulled the trigger. I paid $54 for a MS-70 first strike. I decided I wasn't going to play around. I wasn't going to let people try to, if I was going to get gouged, I was going to get gouged early. I didn't care. It finished my set. It capped the set. Let's put it that way. I still need 2 coins to finish the set. Well, that was cool. 2 up in that row. honestly, right now is a bad time to buy from a lot of people because the premiums are so high. Your best bet is try to find somebody in a community that might be willing to get rid of one for like 35 if you're lucky. I mean, like I said, the premiums are so high, people are getting 40 to 43 on the bullion sites. So 3 rolls to go. I'm going to mark that one since, let's see, that was number 2. So another couple maybes at the end there. Nope, it was a faker. One of the fakers. Faker. These coins are in horrible condition. I tell you, these are some of the worst looking uncirculated quarters I've ever seen. They're just bland and all just milked up. Never seen quarters like this come right out of the roll. Yeah, well, I decided as I was picking them up slowly anyway, I went ahead and put a graded set together, and I still need a 99 and a 96. And they're expensive, and I don't have to pay for them. But I picked up the 21 for like $54 on eBay. For 70 though. I mean, they had 69s, but they were wanting like 45. I'm like, I'll just spend the extra $10 to get the perfect grade. It even has type 1 on the label because they know that they're going to come out with another 21 later on in the year for the new design. The new back. I do know there's several people with rolls of them. They picked them up as soon as they came out, but I wasn't one of them that did it. I don't think I have a 21. Oh, I have 21s, I'm pretty sure. Hey, that one just flipped out of nowhere. Like I said, some of them you can't even see. Just didn't even know it was there until boom, there it was. They do not stand out. One roll to go. One lonely roll. Hey, Sea Monkey, how you doing? Just wrapping up this box. Oh, need to get a holder for that one for lose it. There you go. Who knows? We'll just go for it. I'm not going to try to dig. If it's in there, it's in there. If it's not, it's not. Yep. Oh well. Not a bad box. I don't think I got to 20. But all in all, it wasn't a bad box. I mean, considering it's late in the year and wasn't really expecting to. Oh, am I? That's cool. Did you go under another name? Did you get one of my stickers? Or did you get one of my stickers from somebody else? Oh, Pammy. Yeah. She's wound up with several. So, final tally. Let's see. Nope. Yep. Nope. All right. Now, this stack started with a single one, so I'm going to put it back over there, and I'm going to count how many I found. 2, 4, 6, 10, 12, 14, 16. 16 dubs. It's not too bad. 16 dubs in the box. Only one double roll. So 4 of them, well, the row 8 had none. So there's 2 of them right there, and then there were 2 rows with 1 each. So that's where it wound up, because it for a long time it was consistently 2 per. For the first 6 rows, there were 2 per. Well, it's 2 per, then 1 off. 2 per, then 1 off is what it was. But yeah, it wound up being 16 in the box. Not bad. And they are, some of them are toned. Just differently toned than the other. Like that one's almost a light copper. The light hits it just right. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a light copper. So, yep. These are definitely not gradable. They wouldn't get 66s. I don't even think they'd get 65s in the condition they're in. 63s, 64s maybe. Yeah, but they're dubs. Yeah, they did. The best boxes I were hearing were 80s. I think I heard 1 or 2 people bust 100 in their boxes. They were, but even then, it wound up. You would find pockets. Like my first 2 boxes were 38 and 34. Mickey Ross Banks got 2 boxes. His was 40 and 44, something like that. Or he got 1 box, it's 44. So there were boxes with at least every other roll on average. I've heard of boxes easily in the 50s and 60s. I've heard a bunch of those too. It's just whenever they decide to dump the bag, because they sent them straight to the they went straight from the mint to the reserve banks where they were rolled. And what they did is they came in bags of $1,000. So that's 4,000 quarters. Or is that right? 4,000? 40 for 10, 400 for 40 for 10, 400 for 100, 4,000 for 4,000 quarters. And they were $1,000 bags. and they were just dumped into the hopper to be mixed in the rolling process. That's why you saw rolls. I had a roll with 5 in it one time. So it took me 3 boxes to get to about 60 saltgrass. It took me 2 boxes to get to 78. Yeah, 78 tall or Salt River. I meant not saltgrass. Salt Rivers. It took me 2 boxes to get to 78 Tallgrass. And in the course of, well, now this is 3 more boxes. This is box number 5. I managed to get, I got 19 in those 2 boxes. Yeah. Yeah, the one I heard that the ones that they doubled up on really were saturated. You know, the AMPs had the Lowells and the AMPs. Now they didn't have them in the same box that I understand, but you're talking they dump the Lowells in, then they dump the AMPs in into the same rolls. That means you're getting 4 million quarters just to hunt for in one print run, in one run of quarters. Just like the bats weren't in the bats, they were in the Weir Farms. So your Weir Farm boxes could have either Weir Farm or bat. You don't know. But that means there were 4 million quarters in the Weir Farm run. That's why you had so many in one box. Because you had they had to double up on the dumping, I guess. So. But I don't know who's still here, but I was telling Mickey. I was telling Mickey Ross Banks earlier that when it hit 64-1, I went and traded in a chunk of silver for some gold. And let's see, that's it, and that's it. Okay. And this is what I wound up with. I gave him 95 ounces, and I got a 1 ounce Krugerrand. 1978 Krugerrand. Yeah. And he didn't have any half ounces, but because I didn't have 100 ounces, he wouldn't give me a half ounce anyway. But he gave me instead, he had a 20 franc from France, I guess. Come on, there we go. 20 franc and a 2 rand. From South Africa. And together they have 0.42 of an ounce. So I got 1.42 ounces for 95, which put me right around the 64 range, almost perfectly. So I got the 64-1 before it pinged back up today. I did that last night at 6 o'clock because he was closing at 5:30. Said, man, I'll be there in 10 minutes. It's like, all right. Walked in with the ounces, walked out with the gold. I got rid of a lot of constitutional, which I was happy to get rid of because I had a lot of it. Still got a lot of it. But I don't have any 40s anymore, or at least mostly. I think I have 1 or 2 laying around. Yeah, I mean, it got up almost to 70 today. So at one point, I was up 6-1 pretty much on what I traded off. But I'm only going to trade up. I don't have any immediate plans to take and trade down. Even if it gets back to 100-1. Oh, me too. But when it got to 64, I'm like, it just kept on sitting there. And I'm like, it's not going to get much lower. Because the reason why it got dropped is because the Wall Street Bets people targeted silver. And they thought they could do the same thing with silver that they did with those stocks. And The silver physical versus papers, two totally different critters. All it did was drive up the physical price because you can't find it. That's why he was willing to do ounce for ounce for me, because he can't find physical right now. Physical dried up. And that's why the premiums on your bullion sites are $40 to $42 for an ASE. No, metal is not like stocks, because you're not going up against, you're not just going up against what the metal is worth. You're going up against the paper, which is like 300 to 1. So, yeah. But yeah, that's what I got. So, upgrade to gold. Pretty much doubled my stack of gold. So, all right. Well, that's all I was going to do. I got 2 boxes, but I'm not going to do them both tonight because it's already 8 o'clock and I'm tired and I got to get up at 5 in the morning. I want to just chill for a couple hours before I have to go back to bed. So, all right, man. Well, guys, I appreciate y'all sticking around. Right. Exactly. Well, the thing about delivery is if the physical's not there to deliver, they have a writer in there. They'll just give you cash. You can wind up losing out by taking the cash back because you put cash in, it goes down a little bit. You get cash out, you lost money. At least with the physical, you can hold on to it till it goes back up. It's kind of what I did with my stuff. I had some silver that I bought in 2011, 2012 that I had 35 an ounce in, almost 40 an ounce. Well, that stuff there just got dumped off as part of that deal that was the 30 to the 64 to 1. So I was happy to basically lower my dollar cost average by doing that also. So all kinds of good stuff yesterday. Oh. All right, guys. Well, appreciate y'all sticking around and watching me open coins. I like to watch people open coins too. But I'm going to get off of here. I'm just going to go chill, relax for a couple hours and get back at it. So I guess I will catch y'all later. Guys, stay safe. Have a blessed day and be kind to each other, man.